Probably the best way to kind of explain to us what you had to go through over there. You might show us some pictures and kind of explain to us,
Okay, in this photo here, we were in between missions on convoys, and some of the guys decided to break out their guitars they had sent over from home and decided to play here. A lot of times they just break them out and just do a lot of general picking.
Now, where in the world would they carry a guitar?
You can find a lot of places inside a Humvee if you're really wanting to.
That was probably a pretty vital point, wasn't it? I mean, after a lot of stuff going on, that probably eases the mood a whole lot, doesn't it?
It does, definitely. It kind of, even though you're not home, it kind of gives you some peace of mind, and it helps you calm your nerves.
What's with all these bald-headed guys?
That was kind of a deal that we had been on about a 3-day mission. Probably out of 72 hours, we'd probably had about 6 hours of sleep. So it's just one of those deals where you come back, somebody pops off with an idea, and everybody's kind of falls in line. It's kind of one of those deals where you're so tired that you're just ready to blow off some steam. And
what I call sleepy drunk.
Yeah,
you're so sleepy, you're just little bit off edge.
A little bit off edge, and you come back and look at the pictures, and then you're like, what was I thinking? Actually, we have many Vietnam veterans that served with us over there. So a lot of similarities, they would say, but a lot of differences as well.
How about themselves? I mean, do they have a different personality?
No, not really.
Really?
Not really a different personality, and I attribute that to the fact that they were among brothers, and brothers in arms, and they were able to talk freely with us where they normally wouldn't
This
talk.
picture here, you said this was what?
This is the reported home site of Abraham, the biblical Old Testament Abraham. We visited this one day. It was near one of the camps where we were at for a couple of months, and really, Iraq is full of Old Testament biblical lands. That is where the reported site of the Garden of Eden is. They also have Babylon, the Tower of Babel. They have the ruins from that. Personally, myself, I feel that that one of the things, if you can say you bring anything good out of Iraq, is that God opened up my eyes to a lot of the Old Testament history. It makes it a lot easier for me to understand the Old Testament. And it was, for me, it was pretty awesome to be able to walk in some of the Old Testament prophets. You read of where Abraham, whenever he left the city of Ur, which is his reported home site, and then he walked the areas that he walked. We drove those same paths, and for us to drive them would take 2 to 3 days. So just thinking about how long it would take Abraham to walk it with the herds of camels and goats, and to me it shows the faith that Abraham had in God. Also, while we were in Iraq, one thing I did not mention earlier is in each of our vehicles, in each of our rooms, we all had Psalms 91.
That's what you were telling me.
We recited Psalms 91 every day, and without a doubt, it was God's protection for us. And many times, God had His angels to spread their wings over us and protect us.